the period I don't score in the last month was maybe the worst time I was in my career. I never had so long time of period without a goal, so I was very happy or glad that it ends. When I look back at half year here now, I think it was the best time to learn new things. When you have period of no goals, you learn something from yourself. I have to be patient, that I have to be the best teamer for the team and not sometimes the best teamer for myself. In Germany, you said from bad moments you learn the most. So that was exactly what I learned the last month.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Let's talk Chelsea, where we talk everything, anything, and nothing else but Chelsea. Before we get to it, guys, can you please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that it notifies you when I make another video. Yeah, we drew against Manchester United. There was a reason why I haven't been uploading, because I like to think myself as a sane person and objective person. I don't like to come out of a game all hyped up or all angry and make a video and you listen to my emotion. I would like to try to be objective as possible. So I always try to take my time, analyze the match, rewatch the match, watch the repeat 2-3 times. I'm that kind of person. I'll watch the rematch of the last match 3 times so that I can give my objective and neutral point of view. So Chelsea drew against Manchester United, and the positives we can take from that match is that defensively we're still sound, midfield wise we're still sound, and our pressing, our counter pressing is still on point. That aspect of the game, that aspect of our game plan is very good. Now we talk about the last 20 meters. Oh God. Our last 20 meters of our game plan isn't clicking, is it? We can't seem to be able to bury chances. The decision making in the final third is still poor, very poor. I can take examples like Mason Mount driving forward into the box. He chopped to his left. He should have just laid the ball to is it Giroud, I think, so that he can take a shot. Then he decided to try and take a weak and a low percentage shot. We take instances like Kovac is taking shots outside the box, which he shouldn't be doing that anyway, because if you are going to take a shot, try to do that with conviction. He was just doing it for the sake of shooting. I mean, I'd like to talk about few players. I'd like to talk about Ziyech. Very disappointing game, very disappointing. First half of the match, he was terrible. Second half was just average. I can't say anything because for his standards, I expect him to bury that chance. I know they have made a good save, but he made him make that save. Had he shot like Mason Mount did against the Sheffield, if you remember that goal, he shot across goal. Ziyech decided to shoot towards De Gea, so I was really disappointed in his performance. And I think starting from today till the end of the season, he should start every match from the bench, only come as a super sub until he shows a good performance, because we can't keep giving him chances and he keeps fluffing like he's doing. That's very disappointing from him. I'd like also to move to Oliver Giroud. Oliver Giroud is very good. I think that much signifies that Oliver Giroud is a good squad member or a good squad player. It's not a striker that we could rely on heavily to bring us goals, like 20 goals to 25 goals. No, is the type of person to come and chip in with goals when we need him. Because that in that game, Manchester United, fair play to them, they saw Oliver Giroud on the lineup and they pushed up. And when we got the break, we know Oliver Giroud can't make those runs, so it was really disappointing. Then I'd like also to talk about now on the positive side, Rudiger, outstanding, top notch. I mean, he snatched the ball a couple of times, make a good run with it, switched the ball a couple of times towards the Odor and James. All round, the great performance from him. Very solid, very convincing. And the other guy I like to talk about is Christensen, the Danish Maldini. Played very, very well. He's been solid, I can say, ever since Thiago Silva has been injured. I haven't heard anyone, even I haven't got to a point where I'm crying saying Thiago Silva is not there, because Christensen been doing well, very well. Aspi is very dodgy player. He's a very dodgy player, because one game will give you great performance, then the other game, so he's average. Then I would like to give kudos to Kante. Kante really played well, marked Fernandes out of the match. Fernandes couldn't get any sniff out of this match and was frustrated. Could see him arguing, complaining towards the referee way too much. He was not in the match. But overall, it's hard to take 2 points dropped, but I can take positives from it. I'm willing to wait for the process and I believe in TT. So no panic stations yet. No panic stations yet. I just would like to see the last third of our game should improve massively. And also I'd like to touch upon our set pieces. Our set pieces, we are very terrible. I mean, we're playing games like this, and set pieces should be a chance. It really should be. But in our case, we're just taking set pieces so that we get counted on. Mason Mount should improve on his delivery, and we have a lot of guys in there that can head the ball. Rudiger can head. I mean, Christensen can head. Even Aspi can head. So we are not putting them in the right areas, and we are not, committing to them. So I would like to see us improve in that aspect. So we have Liverpool coming next. I would like to Jorginho to come back into the midfield. As much as Kante is great in marking a player out of the match, that is what he's good at anyway, interceptions. But I'm really complaining about his input upwards. There's no point in you going anticipating one ball or anticipating one pass, then you give away the ball 3 times, and you go and break down and counter attack, and you go and give away 3 passes. That's 50-50 with Kante. So, but at least with Jorginho, ball retention wise, he helped us even progress the ball forwards, because we can pass out of the press. We can, he can lead guys, can tell them where to run, where not to run. This particular game, I don't mind him sitting on the bench, but in the next match against Liverpool, I want him to be in. Jorginho must start. Him and Kovacic have a little bromance going on, and they have a very good understanding. So I would like to see him in that match. And also I'd like to see the return of Timo Werner. I think we saw his importance. as much as he is not scoring, but taking on players, putting the ball there, winning penalties, taking shots, he is important. Pulisic, Ziyech, they should go back to the bench. They aren't ready, Then I'd like to see the return of Kai Havertz, and I'm really guessing that the next match, if not against Liverpool, against Everton, he probably gonna deploy Kai Havertz as a false nine. I think so. News concerning Tammy Abraham. I can't talk about rumors, but news says and updates say that he is not willing to sign any extension. I always said Tammy Abraham is not really a top 6 striker, and I can still maintain that. But I'd like to see him also into the field. He does add a bit of mobility and no speed up front. Unlike Giroud, Giroud is more stagnated and focal point. But in games like yesterday, I think Tammy would have probably added something. With that, guys, I'd like to end my video here, and thank you guys for the support that you've been giving me. I already have 14 subscribers. We have to start somewhere, and I'm planning on making and giving away some prizes when we hit 50 subscribers, and I hope it is before the end of this year. I'd like to give up prop-ups to guys who are commenting. I see you guys giving me encouragement. I'll keep on trying. Hopefully in the near future my videos will improve in quality, and I'll give a better product. I love you guys.